Good morning, student. So today, as we will going to do the Python programming, in a Python programming today, I am going to show you the nested dictionary, how to create the nested dictionary, how to make the append in a dictionary, and how to 2D, how can we import the 2D values in a array data, in how can we import it in a particular dictionary that we are creating. That means based on a dictionary, these are the very small applications that we find it they are important for us for the exam purpose also. So how can we do all this work, how can we make all this work, let us see it. So see the first program. In this particular program, what we have, creating a list of a nested dictionary. So when we are creating a list in a nested dictionary, we have done it what, import pandas as PD. First we have called the Python panda, and as we have called the Python panda, how we have called the Python panda has been called here as PD. Now next what we have here, the list. So in this particular list, what we can find it, that student exam, then we have taken an exam. See, one set we have making divided into two parts. This is one particular sections, and this one is one particular section. So in this particular first section, you can see here those the datas what are there, the data are being implemented in such a way, in such a form that we can find it that there are two sections has been done. See, student, and those the values has been given, and each and every part those the values has been implemented. So exam 90 grade A, exam 99 grade B, exam 97 grade C, isn't it? And the name has been given here, so you can see the name is there, like name, one name, any name you can give. So third bracket is open, that third bracket has closed, and then after that, what, second bracket that we have opened there, that particular second bracket has closed, and a comma has been given. Another thing that we can find it here, that there when we are implementing it, we can find those particular pattern or structure that we are implementing, and we are using here, that is what that we have given here, the student. Okay, students, the exam that we have given here, grade, then exam 80 grade B. So name is what, Rosie Kutti. So this is the name has been given. Next what we have given here, that print list. That means this the value what has been created, this the structure what has been created. This particular structures will be implemented, and the structures will be initialized. So as we are implementing our structures, as we are initializing the structures, we find it that each of this particular sections, each of this particular part, they are being implemented and they are working. They will going to give this pattern, and they are working on this pattern. Okay, number one. Number two, what we can see from here, number two, we can see it from here, that we have divided it into two parts. We have make it into a two sections. So those the two sections what are there, those the two part what is there, you see here, that first we have opened the bracket, and there we have written the student, and in the student we have written the name, what is the name of the particular exam, then the grade, again the name of the exam, then the grade, again we have given a name of a exam. So exam what, 90 grade is A, exam 99 grade is B, exam 97 grade is C. So this is what we have given, the different type of gradings there. Okay, and then what we have given, see, we have closed the third bracket there. The third bracket of which one? The third bracket of the student. Okay, third bracket of the student, and that third bracket has closed, then comma, then what has been written, that means this total thing. Okay, this total thing, that means from here one idea you can get it, that if you want to describe a very big list in this way, inside one third bracket you can give many more second brackets, and you can describe a very big list as much as the list that you want to give it. Okay, now then when we close the third bracket and comma, then you can find it that there we have given here the name. Name is what, a particular name has been given, so it is a single value, so therefore we haven't used any second bracket or third bracket here. Okay, after that you see the we have closed the curling braces, and as we have closed the curling braces, then we have given a comma. That means one portion is over. Next we can find it that the second portion we have done it on the same way. Again the curling braces open, then we have written it, the third bracket open, under one third bracket one curling braces, the exam 89 grade A, exam 80 grade 2, that third bracket is closed, comma, the name is Rosie Kuti, and the curling braces is closed. So this is what we can see, this is what we can find, that two sections we have created, and under this section you can see it how many subsection we have given it. Okay, see it very minutely how many subsections we have given it. So this is how we can see it, that we can implement it, and we can work on this particular part. Now let us run it and see that how we can what the value we will going to get it from here. Now see the output. In this particular output you can see it that as the name has been given, so that particular name has came at first, and then what the students and their the value what has been given, and then the second one has started, and this the particular second one that we find it, this the value are been given to it, and we are working on this particular value. So as we are working on this particular matter, as we are working on this particular structures, we can see it, we can find it. So this is the way we can make the list, and we can work with data frame in a list. Okay, so this is what the data frame in a list can be worked, and we can implement it. So in this particular manner, in this particular way, as we have given the declaration, based on this the structure has been constructed. Now let us see the next program. Now see the next program. In this particular program, what you can see that at first I have done import pandas as PD. So panda has been imported here as PD. As we have imported the pandas as PD, then list equals to what you see here, that first I have taken one series, that is this particular series, and the name is what, name is that particular name, one name has been given. Okay, then comma, then what we can find it, the student, that one series, again one particular pattern of array series has been taken, and as we have taken an array series, what we have given the name there. So as we have taken those values, you can take many more values on it, and you can initialize many more values on it. So when we have initialized it, what you can find it there, I have given here the row is what, row blank area open and close. So as we open the blank area, as we have closed the particular blank area, that means one blank area is created here. Okay, so bracket has opened and bracket has closed it here. So when we have opened this bracket, and when we have closed this particular bracket, so in this particular bracket we can find it that there is what we have given for data in a list. Okay, data in a list is what, data in a list, that data row, then data students, and so those the data that is the student that we can find, that we are giving it, and we are making on it. So as we are giving it, and we are making on this particular pattern, so those the particular pattern that we have given, and those the particular structures that we are making it, we find it that each of these particular structures that we have, each of this particular pattern that we are implementing, so we can find it that on this implementation, on these implementations that we are going to have this, and we will going to make this particular pattern to be worked with. Okay, so this the working pattern, this the working structures as we are giving, as we are so as we are giving this, what we have given it for data in list. So as data in list, what we find it, that data row equals to data that is a student. Okay, data student, time equals to data name. Okay, time equals to this particular data name. So since as the time equals to data name that we are having, see here under that we have given another for loop. So for row in a row name equals to time, rows dot append, what we can find it, that there we have a particular row, and we are working on this particular row. So this the particular row that we are using it. Now what we have done it, that pd dot data frame rows. Okay, pd dot data frame is rows, and this particular rows that we are finding, that we are implementing it here, is the df. Okay, print df. Now what we have done, what we find it, see here, when we are creating appending means adding. Okay, so what we are adding here, what we find it, that we are adding here, that we can find here data row, data of the students. So those the data of the students that we are going to search. um, so as we find it, that there are the particular pattern, and there are the particular structures that we are constructing, and we are working on it. Okay, so this is the structures that we can see, this is the pattern that we can find. So each of this particular pattern, each of these data structures that we are working and that we are creating, and those the particular thing that we find it, that they are being implemented, and they are being structured in this particular way, in this particular manner. Okay, so see here, on this for is there, and under this for another for loop has been created. Okay, under this for another for loop has been created. So there we find it, that we have this particular pattern, and we are constructing those particular structure. So as we are constructing those structures, as we are making those structures, so each of these particular structures that we are having, each of this particular part that we are constructing, that we will going to have the structures, and we will going to make these structures to be implemented. Okay, so this is the implementation, this is the work of implementation that we can find how it is been done. Okay, so we have appended, we have seen here one for is inside the another for loop, and there we are extracting the values. As so when we are extracting the values, there what we have done, df equals to pd dot data frame, what, the rows. Okay, so let us see what the output that we can derive it from here, the particular output sections that we can make from this particular structures. Okay, so those the particular structures that we have, those the particular pattern that we can initialize. So when we are initializing it, when we are framing it, we are making, or we are appending the structures. So these the structures that we have, these the structures that we are constructing, and we are making it, we are having this particular pattern of structures, and we are using those pattern of structures. Okay, so this is the pattern that we can find, this is the part that we can find, that we have it, and we are using them in this particular way, or in the particular form. So this is the particular form that we can find, this is the particular format that we are constructing, and we are utilizing it, isn't it? So this is the utilization. Let us see what the output then we can get it from here. Now you see the output. This particular output section, what is there, you can find it here, that there are the values that we do have, there are the values that we do find it, that we can implement it and we can work on it. Okay, so those the section of the values, those the section of the part that we are working. See here, they now how we have done it, how we have appended it. Previously you see that this is the previous one, so I haven't deleted it. This is the previous one, they are been printed in this way. Now when we have divided it, we have appended it in a certain way, so they has been segregated. Say exam, grade and name has been given it here, and this particular thing you see, the series number also came by default, that means index number has came by default. This is the way that how many times this particular value, so this first value has came for 3 times and the next value has came for 2 times. This is the way we can see, this is the way we can find it, that we will going to have this particular pattern, and we will going to construct this pattern. So as we are constructing those pattern, as we are having those particular pattern, so we can see it, we can find it. So this is the way that we can have the implementation, and we can append a particular thing, list of the data, and we can change it. Okay, now let us see the next program, what is there. So let us see the third program. What we can see in the third program, that we can find it here in this particular third program, that we can see it, that in this particular third program, that we have it here. Here you can see that import pandas as PD. We have called here the pandas as PD, and we have called the numpy as NP. Okay, so those the things when we have called it, those the particular thing when we have called it here, there we can find it that A1. So see here what we have done it here, we have bring here the import Python panda as np, then ar1 equals to np dot random dot rand. Okay, random dot rand, what we have given here 20 to 89 and 4, 4. This is the way the thing will going to be initiated. Then what we have given it here, the df1 equals to pd dot data frame ar1. Okay, so this is how we can find it, this is how we can see it, that we have here, and we can print the df1. So this is the particular thing, this is the particular part that we can find it, that we have its initialization, and we can work on this particular initialized values, isn't it? So those the initializations and the initialized values that we are having, and we are maintaining it. So each of this particular initialization, each of these particular structures that we do have and we do maintain, this the maintaining of the structures and the data that we are framing it here, we can do it and we can work it. That means we have given some random rand, and as we have given some random dot rand, this particular random dot rand, what way it will rand it, that means it will going to make the particular pattern in a structured way of a numpy random dot rand it, isn't it, 4, 4. So it is going to take that particular way or particular pattern of the series that has been implemented, and when we are implementing it, when we are finding it, we can see that how we can make the thing. So let us see the output of it. Now see here, see in this particular output what we have said, 4 into 4, see here 4 rows and 4 columns has been made, isn't it? And the indexing has been done by the Python itself. 0, 1, 2, 3 means 4 rows are there, and 0, 1, 2, 3, that means see here this is one column, this is second column, this is the third column, and this is the fourth column. That means this is the 0th number of column, this is the first number of column, second number of column, and third number of column. So as they has displaced because of the size of the values, they has displaced from here. Else the thing is that we know it how the display, why the displacement is been happened and how the displacement is working. So this is what we can find it, that we will going to have these values, and what we have given the range, based on that particular range only you see the data has been taken it in a random way. That means random way the value will be taken. As the value has been taken in a random way, we can find it that so there we find it that we do have this particular structures, and we do incur on this particular pattern. So in this particular there we are having it and we are implementing it. Okay, so this is the way we can make the structures, we can implement the structures, and we can work on this particular structures. So today I am ending my today's session here. Thank you all.